What's up, world? My name is Sarah and welcome back to another episode of whatever it is that we're doing here. Now, here's the thing. Attack these, fingers crossed. This entire video, we might not. Ooh, we should make the glitter, yeah, Mod Podge on it. Mod Podge. I know I can do a better job. In today's video, I want to inspire you and me with a hopefully relatively easy do-it-yourself project. Now, today I'm going to Mod Podge some serviettes to a wooden tray. It sounds kind of weird, but I thrifted this wooden tray that has seen better days. It's kind of beat up, but that's the whole point of this project. We're going to take some of this fun, colorful serviette that I actually didn't thrift. The thrift store only had like Christmassy serviettes, so I found this at a local grocery store. You could use whatever pattern, colors you find. This is gonna be fun, I think, I hope, fingers crossed. Let's dive into it. First things first, I'm probably gonna pronounce Mod Podge incorrectly this entire video, but please forgive me. It's a mouthful for me. The one I have is a matte. Now, I know that some people make a mixture of glue and water to make their own Mod Podge. So if I find somewhere where somebody has a link, I could maybe put it in the description. But you can find this in craft stores, online. Amazon probably has it. And I've used this for years. It's a great way to seal things. I think I've even used this on glass, pretty sure. Ooh, we should make the glitter glass dip project. That's for a different video. Now, what you're gonna need is the Mod Podge, some type of brush. I have one that's like a sponge on the top. Of course, your wooden tray. Now, you could use maybe an old cutting board, maybe a candle holder. You could use any piece of wood that wants to relive its glory days. And of course, your favorite color pattern serviettes. I have a whole bunch here. Let's see how many we need to use for this. I also have a paper bag that's going to be kind of the cover for my table. And I have a glass jar with a lid. The lid I'm going to pour some of the Mod Podge onto so I can have easy access. And the glass part of the jar is going to be my stand to let this dry. Okay, enough talking, let's actually get doing. Now, I don't know how messy this project's gonna be, so I slipped into my apron. Let's cut open this paper bag to lay it down. You can go ahead and wipe the surface down. In some cases, you might even want to sandpaper it a little, but for this project, I'm not going to, because this piece is in relatively good condition, even though it has some wear and tear. So this is going to be relatively easy. I'm going to pour some of the Mod Podge, if I can get it open, onto the lid that I have here. A little goes a long way. We can add more. Yeah, we can add more if we need it. We might not. So the way I want to approach this is I'm going to put a very thin layer of Mod Podge onto our wooden surface. I'm going to cut some strips of this tissue paper and place the paper onto the surface that has the Mod Podge and then put more Mod Podge on it. Let me just show you what I mean. Now, you also want to rip off the two back layers so you are left with just the top layer with the decor. Now, the reason why I cut them into strips is I have a bit more control, hopefully, and it'll be easier to lay on the surface. Just an even layer You don't want to have any bumps and lumps in it. We'll be adding more of this on top of the tissue. All right, let's layer our first piece. Just gonna gently tap it. I don't want any bubbles. You can try and match the picture. Now let's dab some more to seal it. Now that the top layer is laid down with the Mod Podge, I'm going to now glue these pieces onto it. I might do a side piece for the ends. Let's first attack these side pieces. Now for these pieces, you can be quite generous. All right, let's flip it. All right, now that we have somewhat covered it, I'm just gonna add 2 slices on the ends to kind of seal it. Something like that for the end. Now that we have all the layers on, we're gonna let it dry for about an hour or 2. Like I mentioned, the Mod Podge that I have is a matte finish, so it'll turn relatively matte. But if you do like a glossier finish, then definitely use that version. I'm gonna wash up and let this dry and see you in about 1 second. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if I applied it the wrong way or what have you, but it does have a bit of texture to it. That doesn't mean that I don't like the result, because I think the wood peeking through and the green tones complement each other. Now, next time I do something like this, I do want to try a flat surface to kind of learn how the process goes. Like I said, I'm not disappointed, it's just I know I can do a better job. So this video is definitely inspiring me to try this technique, maybe even on glass. And I hope it inspires you to try something new like this to restore and bring life back to items that might otherwise end up in the garbage. I will still use this. I saw it as a plant/candle tray, and that's what it's going to be for me. And the texture's kind of growing on me. I kind of like the bumpiness. It gives a vintage vibe to it. Now, thank you so much for joining me. Hit that like button for all these crazy projects that I've done in the past and future projects. If you have something in mind you'd like to see me do, please leave a comment. And remember to subscribe to the channel so you can find your way back for next week's video. Take care now.
You.
Podge, Mod Podge.